into another corrupted. All right, this is our first run as the tiny robot. We're going into our first corrupted tile. Yes, and everything is tiny and perfect. All right, so I didn't even look at what the lasso tower does. Hold on, let's look at that. Uses powerful electricity to tether a monster, slowing it and dealing damage per second. When the monster leaves range, the broken tether explodes, dealing 50% of the accumulated damage to nearby monsters. Oh, you can get the oversized mod? Oh, that's interesting. So let's see. What's our plan? I think we want to enter from like over here. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably close this off. With tiny, I almost feel like the need to build like to map out your maze is pretty. It's a lot less important than it usually is. I think we're just closing this off. Let's close it off with the poison rune, because I can place that down there. Oh, so the book is insane because every small tile we place, we draw, which is exceptional. Now, this tower here is a 2x2, it looks like. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Now, let's see. Right now, we can't do this. We can do this, though. But then we're going to have to spend a drill. That's fine. We can spend a drill. Put that there and we'll come back to it. I'll spend the drill now. Definitely the wrong decision to spend the drill so early, but I'm addicted to fancy maze building. Hey, Farhat, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. So we got to get this lasso tower up and operational so that I can learn the ways. This would be much more annoying in other circumstances, but let's see. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. We just barely have enough for the lasso tower, and I built too efficient a maze to have any place to put it. So we're just going to hold off. 6 venom crawlers probably don't get taken care of with one of these. So I'll place 2 more. Can you overload the drill? I will try it. I will try it. You have my word. I will confirm that it works or does not. All right, let's see what's in here. I mean, a straight piece with lightning on it is extremely good for business. So if we put a square there, this doesn't impact things badly, and then we can do that. Now we can see the upgrades. Ooh. Okay, so I'm very excited because right off the bat I see that the lasso tower is also expanding the ability to get arcane damage through that first upgrade. Okay, so it is 6 damage, rate of fire 5 per second. So very fast tick rate. So 30 damage per second. But I think that damage is only applied when the tether is broken, potentially. So we can convert it to arcane. We get more range. Damage increased by 10% every 0.5 seconds while attacking up to 200. Okay, so it has a bit of a ramp, but no longer trigger explosions. Resets when switching targets. Or +1 damage. Monsters hit by the explosion when the tether breaks are stunned for 2 seconds. So, okay. So this is a really cool thing. So we know exactly when this tether will break. Well, it depends if it's doing damage over time. We're going to have to watch it and see. Now, I need to find a good place for our lightning tower. Is this a good spot? No, we can't quite... Well, we can't actually make this work. I wouldn't say that the stuff that we have going on here is great, but I'll set this up nonetheless. Now... we do need to figure out... So right now we're having them come out this way, so we're going to go around the outside. Are we? Oh, wait, hold on. Have I messed this up? So we can't have them come out and back in. Which means... Oh, the electric damage effect. Let me see where I can... So electric damage accumulates charge on target, which is the yellow bar. And once it's fully charged, it causes a stun effect. So I don't love what I've done here pathing-wise. Because if I have them go out here, they have no place left to go. Which means I think we're blocking this off on this side. Like so. And then I'll need to figure out what we're going to do if indeed this is not sufficient. But this is potentially a good place for something. Now the lasso, let's see it in action. So the lasso gets broken when it goes out of range. I didn't see an explosion on the lasso. The lasso is definitely doing damage over time, though. At least I think it is. I think these guys are going to get handled. I want to overcharge our lasso. Just to see what that does. Okay, yeah, so it's doing a bunch of single target damage. Oh yeah, and that stun triggering when it's full is quite interesting. Lasso only explodes if the mob is alive. So do we have it on highest HP? So it should definitely, our lassos should definitely be on highest HP. That seems clear. Now, if I wanted to put a thunder tower here, that's not quite gonna work. All right, we'll do this one. Are there any tiles here that we can replace? This is a dot piece. I could replace this one and put a lightning in place of the second range. I think that's probably better. So we'll do that. Another big long straight piece I don't think is that useful for us. Yes, I put this frost piece here specifically to try to slow things down. And then this will get the lasso a little closer on the first time around. Adex with the raid. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. And welcome on in, everyone. We got 50 people hanging out on the YouTube side of things. Cheers for that one. Appreciate you all. So I could put a big tower here that would be pretty awesome. Like this doesn't negatively impact our setup. So I'll do here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I already used my unlock. I want to switch this range tile with a frost so I can put a frost here, but maybe we don't need to. I'm gonna put down a few poisons. And we'll wait for next time to put down that lightning tower. Oh, Emberward's been awesome. They just dropped a new update, and this new hero, I mean, maybe a little too strong, if I'm being honest. But, you know, we like the occasional too strong hero. We don't complain about that at all. Now, what are you on? You're on most progressed. Unclear. Highest HP, I think, does have some arguments for it. Because when you can snipe out that like surprise bad guy, I think it's extremely worth it. All right, cool. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with occasionally. Oh yeah, I was putting a frost rune here, but what sense does that make? My thinking was that I was gonna put a frost tower there, but obviously I'm just putting that on top. So that was silly, but that's okay. That's okay. So one thing that occurs to me. Hand is full. So let's see. One thing that occurs to me is that we can absolutely brain. We can absolutely brain. We can absolutely put like a lasso way up at the beginning. And I think it's going to be very effective because it's very likely for stuff to survive that long. So I think I'm going to try and take advantage of that. But we'll save this. Does greater range have a big impact on the lasso? I wonder. That's an interesting question too. So your range right now is that. So if we did like, I'm looking for a spot. If we did like this here, I want to try putting down a lasso there and just see how that functions. Put that down there, and then we'll just wait. Thank you for the shout out, Illustrious. Thank you for facilitating the shout out. I'm feeling decently strong right now. The lightning mechanic is very interesting, to be sure. Let's get our lasso up here, and I'm gonna put this one definitely on highest HP because we wanna hold them at bay as much as possible. So let's see. Then what is? So what I can do is I think I can loop them back around out like this. I can't send them up that way, unfortunately. Yeah, and I think we'll do some looping around up there, so I'm gonna close these gaps while we have pieces on hand. A little more freeze is never a bad idea. We can just use these next time. I'm curious what toxic coating does here. You can place those and they will sit in wait for you as a side note. Let's see. All these big pieces. Horrible. Okay, we'll just use some cards, but I think we're ready to go. Do I want? I think I want that for just a little more damage. All right. Any parts of the maze we want to renovate with drills? I don't think so. All right. All right, so I'm very curious about this. So it still grabs onto like the first enemy. Okay, but then it grabs onto this Hornet King. And when the lasso is broke, okay, you get the explosion. Nice. Okay. Interesting that you're getting an explosion from Frost. But that was a pretty dominant performance. Dark grip plus lasso may be good. So you would have to put it on least progressed. I don't like. I haven't found that dark grip is particularly strong when it comes to like fast attacking things. I actually generally like to put it on like slower attacking things, as weird as that may seem. Let's do that. I want to put, do I want to put another thunder tower here? Curious how Arcane Blast performs on that. Maybe I'll range up you just to get us some space. And then we have a lot of cash, so I should probably not sit here and whinge about things. But I guess if I do this and this, I wonder, damage, I guess multi-targets is the better upgrade for these. So I did you as that upgrade. Let's try... Actually, you're so far back. Let's get you on highest HP 2. Okay. That should be enough. Interesting. 93 damage on the explosion there. 50 damage on the explosion there. Interesting. Okay. I'm very curious about that, because the snare, I don't think the snares stack. So I don't think Frost is helping us more than Lasso is. But at the moment, we're just absolutely crushing. The problem with the Lasso, I think, really, and it's not a huge problem, but its single target and its lock-on make it a little hard, a little unwieldy, I feel like. But okay. I like that. I like what we got going on. I think dot pieces on this hero are extremely strong. I think greater speed is pretty cool, because I think that we can slot it in on our other stuff. Now let's see. Amplify poison. Tick rate doubling isn't that interesting. Each non-critical hit by a tower increases critical hit chance. Yeah, it does seem like it's something you want to put at the beginning, Roland. I'm not sure that it works super well, like, in the fray. We'll take Focus Prism, but let's see. I want to see... We still have the 1x1 lightning tower that we have not seen. Missile tower is also a lightning tower. Only on the robot, James. Only on the robot. You don't like Lasso? You find it kind of weak? I mean, I can see that. I think Focus Prism is the best here. It'll just increase our number of crits. I think it is a very interesting piece. Okay, we can go dot here. Let's organize our towers slightly. I think the drill is a really sleeper, very interesting pick, though. 9 speed blocks plus Thunder Tower overcharge. So here's the thing. So that does sound very strong, but my understanding of the way that speed blocks work on non-1x1 towers is the value you're getting from the speed block is 1/9 its normal value. If that makes sense. So while it would be good, you would still, right, on a greater like range rune, you get 100% range increase. So you would only be getting that 100% range increase. Now, this map is always annoying, because I think what we want to do is we want to take this path down this way and out like this to here. Then this path we want to come out like this. Yeah, okay. So this path goes along the outside edge here. This path This path can technically, I think, go on the outside edge here and come down with this. Then these, we can have our meetup point be here, have these come down like this, up like this, over like this, and then maybe we can snake it back like that and come back around. It's a lot of action, but... just going to redraw that one. Sure, I think... we're good on that. We can't really loop around, so this is actually like a very decent location for us to put something. And then I'm going to drill... this is so greed. I drill here. Yeah, okay. Well, let's put this down first. Hey! Ruroku, thank you for the follow. First time catching you live. Relax and enjoy your Emberwatch content. Cheers to that. The ability to remove individual tiles from a map seems like such a blessing for perfectionists, simultaneously bad. Yeah, it's a dangerous one, to be sure. So what I wanted to do, and what I will do, is I am gonna spend a drill here, even though it's a little early, potentially, for drilling. So if we're gonna make this work, that's a lot of action. So that's the best I think we can do right now. And I would like to put down a frost tower just to make sure that we're okay. We're good because it's only slimes, but 20 gold it's a little steep, I will say. That's perhaps like its one downside. So the thing that I can't figure out is it does seem like the time it takes for an enemy to accumulate charge changes depending on how much health they have, I think. So we only have one path through here. So we can't actually send this down. I really wish you could delete map tiles. That would be such... I think it would be ridiculously overpowered. But I think it would also be super cool. I'm going to go like that and sacrifice a little bit of value here. Because unfortunately, yeah, this side, we're just not getting... we're not getting anything. Hey, thank you for the subscription. Hey, Kyle. Appreciate it. So let's see. So then... is the... no, they're both in the same location. So I'll do that, and I'll put down another one of these. I will spend to get the range upgrade so that it's covering what's coming through. And then I think the best thing that we can probably do is over here, I'm going to do like this type of thing. To give us a little more space, because this is going to get very short very quickly. All right, I think we're fine. No, the drill does not have any upgrades. That would be quite funny. Gosh, still not enough money for that. Now, let's see. So, the thing that I wanted to do, which I'm still going to be able to do, is I'm going to do this. The greater speed rune, whenever I can get it placed, feels really good. I think there's a temptation for me to just do like something like way over here with a lasso. Not sure though. All right, we'll do those, and then I think... Trying to figure out the best way. I'll do that. For now, we're not too worried about it, but I do eventually want this to have to come all the way up this way. 2 greater range runes is very exciting, but we need to start getting some money. What if a drill digs up a chest for some gold? That would be super cool. Having the wolves come from over here is kind of a jerk move by the game. Just want to say. Having the fastest enemies come from over there. We cannot drill pre-placed blocks, unfortunately. I think if we could, it would be game breaking, which would be awesome. You know, we love breaking games, but yeah, I think it would be pretty ridiculous. Okay, so what's our plan here? I'm gonna do that. So let's see. Plop you down. Now, like I was saying before, I do think we need to start snaking down this way. The one thing is your mazes can't be that ambitious. Because since you're only getting small blocks, you can't build that fast. This thing sometimes targets stuff that's already dead. That's something to be aware of. Those random game design ideas from time to time. I know, I love it, Tim. It's great. If the drill upgrade can drill pre-placed blocks, it would be amazing. Yeah, I think that for a lot of maps, that's literally game breaking is like the only potential issue there. Like, I think that it could actually just kind of, like, invalidate some facets of the game. Which, you know, could be super fun, but could also be a little bit spicy. So I was hoping I could get a 3x3 in here. It does not look like that's going to be in the cards for us. This is potentially like a ridiculous thing to do, but it does get good coverage on everyone, and it fortifies this side, so I'll allow it. I want to experiment a bit more with the lasso still. Okay, the big guy coming from this side is definitely spicy. Okay, less spicy when I realized that was an insane amount of damage. Holy cow. So this thing is doing, oh, it crit, so it did 300. Wow. Critting for 300 is a lot. I think you can still use it on existing walls. Okay, let's try it out. So if that was possible, the thing that we would want to do is we would want to use it here. And unfortunately, yeah, it does not work that way. Which would be super cool, because then I could open this up and have them come all the way down and around like this, which would be insanely strong. But I do think that in a lot of cases it would break the game. This is kind of like one of those why not type of things. I'm gonna try to make another lightning tower there, and then some of these pieces that we don't care about. And you might say to yourself, well, you might not care about them, but I care about them. And, you know, more power to you, I guess. This is actually a great place for this. I like the idea of this because hopefully we can lock on to something with high HP and handle it. No upgrades for the drills. I can test that one more time, but another thing that I'm very curious about, I'm going to put down a drill here, and I want to see if it just stays there or if it gets used up at the end of the round, even though it can't do anything. Holy cow. These thunder towers for taking out, like, individuals, you can use the existing wall to place it. So do you just stay or do you go away? You don't. Oh, wait. There are upgrades for it. What? Set its power to the maximum, instantly destroying the block beneath. When a block is destroyed, it leaves a random boost tile. Oh. Whoa, okay. Interesting. How would we want to use that? That second upgrade is cool. I concur. Trying to decide here what I want to do. So there's no way to get this. So if I get rid of this tile here, I don't think I can fit a 3x3 here. Because I can do this, but I can't get rid of this tile. Oh wait, yeah, I can do it. I can do it here because I have these. Good call out. Good call out. All right, we'll do that, and then I want to try the crit rate increase. It's a little bit of a anti-synergy with Focus Prism, but I think that's okay. We do have these arcane runes. I want to put a lasso down here with the arcane runes. I kind of wish that I had gotten it right off the bat. And I'd like to close this off eventually. Oh, so the lasso getting broken by stun, not bueno. So the lasso is quite susceptible to these guys. I know, sometimes I can be a little dense. Forgive me. I wanted to try the arcane one just to see what it's all about. And then over here, I'll do that lightning one. And then I think I'm just going to close this off, even though it's going to be a little piece expensive. I think that gets us some good benefit. Anybody else? I mean, this still is hitting a good number of things. Actually, this one's quite nice because it gets that on the loop back too. All right, let's see. Any other... We already got the red upgrade there. Let's get that upgrade there. I don't think we're going to have any problem. I get the streamer's judgment discount. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so yeah, so this thing, 45 and a stun. I was kind of hoping for a bit more. What about this time? 165 AoE and a stun. That's not terrible. This thing grabbed on really early. I don't... Oh, but then it breaks quite early. Okay, so you really... That is interesting. There's some complexity to the lasso where you can either have it like break in one go. Also, are we in danger? I chuckle softly. I don't think so. Yeah, no, I'm very impressed with this new update. It seems fun. I do think Tiny is like very, very strong. But we're doing a lot of damage. We're doing a lot of damage. Was this a corrupted level too? I think it was. I mean, greater damage? You can't say no to a dot piece with greater damage. Are we missing a tower? Have we gotten all the new towers? We have Thunder, Lasso, Drill. We don't have the base 1x1 lightning tower. I've heard good things about the laser tower. Let's see if we can see it. There it is. Okay, so fires a laser at a single target, accumulating energy while firing. The higher the energy, the faster the attack speed, up to 3x. Okay. Well, I'm glad we have it now then. So nice and cheap. It's in a cheap place in our roster. We got a lot of that stuff going on. Wait, didn't we just... Oh, did we just complete this? Okay, we completed this one. All right, so we got a shop now. We're relatively rich. I love it. A mega 2x2. So good. This is nice. Greater range there is pretty spicy. Gain 5% extra critical on poison monsters, and critical damage will be increased. One thing I don't know the answer to. So I'm gonna assume the intention on resonant poison is that if the monster is poisoned, you get 5% extra crit, and the crit damage will be increased by 200%. It kind of reads, though, like maybe you get 5% extra crit on poison monsters, and then all crits are better. Transcendence, I'm liking the Lasso tower is a little weird. I think the Drill tower is sleeper very interesting though. I'm surprised to hear that you think the Drill tower is meh. It seems quite strong. More dot pieces I think is good. We get one free reroll. Weak spot radar. When a monster is stunned, all attacks against it have 100% crit rate. Love it. Very cool. I think so too, Tyson, but the phrasing on it is a little ambiguous, I feel like. I like the little straight piece, and then I will do one more reroll. More gold to start with, I think is pretty good. I'm trying to go full in on the lightning. The single dot gold rune. I did miss that one. That would have been an interesting one to grab. Let's see. Let's go back to the backpack. Excuse me. Go back to the tower loadout. And well, torn. I think we're just going to use laser tower where we would have used other things. So I think we'll do this. We're going full in. Earthquake can be changed to lightning damage. That's new if it's the case. Missile tower is technically an electric tower, HM. So I was thinking about hanging on to it. But I guess we do. Dart tower is our only poison enabler. Yeah, maybe we do. We'll do that. It's also nice to have a cheap tower. Missile tower was interesting, though. At least historically, Earthquake could be fire damage, and Hammer was the one that could be converted to lightning. Yeah, I think that's the case. All right, let's do another battle. We don't really need the dot piece, so maybe unnecessary, but... All right, let's see. Let's do a little bit of snaking about. Where do we want things to enter? We want things to enter up here or over here so that nobody has much of a straight shot. So we'll start out here. And we could, if we wanted to, let's go, we could go like this. Can we actually make it through there? I don't think we can. I don't think this is actually narrow enough. But I think we can do this in the other direction, which means let's go this way. No, same deal. I don't think we can make this work. This 2 diagonal is too narrow. Wait, no. If we put a piece here and a piece here, they can walk through there and walk through there. It's more lightning-y, Transcendence. We're not in any danger here. Okay, so we're gonna have the enemy come here. And we will do dot pieces to get that like that. Then we can go like this. Oh yeah, but then I haven't left us we need to go, so we go like this, we go like this. We go around like this, and then we go out like this. Then we can go down like this and then back up around like this. I can do like a little bit of something like that. We'll figure out the rest as we go. But yeah, there's a bit of a theme build happening here, Transcendence. Not everything is perfectly designed here. Okay, and then let's see. We're going to do... I am closing up all of these. Greater Speed Rune feels like something I don't want to waste too willy-nilly. I'll just do something like that. And then we can put that like that. Yeah, this is we're on heroic difficulty, but we're on the first map, so it's like I'm not too worried about it. Let's just see let's see how the laser tower performs. So I'm going to watch this one relatively slow just because I want to see what the lightning tower, what this lightning tower does. Yeah, Transcendence. There's definitely a lot of potential for some pretty... Okay, so right now it's not really... Oh, the chain lightning though is really devastating. Yeah, overcharged battery may be up there for the best relics. Didn't the dev mention a difficulty pass on heroic is in the works? I don't remember hearing that, but I'm not sure. I don't want to speak out of turn, as it were. See, so we do need to figure out... This would have been a good place for a lightning tower, but I've done quite a bad job with it. Which was your lightning ball message, Tim? What was your lightning ball message, I should say? So let's see. So where are we going to get... We could do like a little corner here and get a pretty gnarly thunder tower if we wanted. I mean, this is just kind of nasty, right? I mean, can we say no to that? I don't know that we can say no to that. Hold on, let me take a look, Tim. Let me take a look at what you said. So let's see, Tim. You said lightning ball is my favorite tower to play around with because you can make a corridor and accelerate them to obscene firing speeds. Yeah, no, they're very fun. They're very fun indeed. Now, are we okay? Are we currently okay? I think we're okay. Yeah, a map editor of some sort would be insanely fun, Roland. That should definitely go into the suggestion box, as it were. These pieces just line up really well with what we're trying to do, so I'm happy to do those. I'm gonna try and make a long corridor for ball lightnings here. That would be something that would bring me joy, regardless of whether it's advisable or not. No, I can't do that, though. There is a good corridor here. It's just not going to have the double lightning action that I was dreaming of. Now, with this tower, what's the best way to do it? Each time an electric ball passes through a monster, the cooldown is reduced, or automatically fires continuously during the battle when an electric ball hits another tower. So one thing I was wondering, if I put this here, and then I do the automatic firing upgrade there, that's going to shoot this, and we're going to get nice overlap there, I think. I wanna validate that, but we'll try that out. We're going to unlock this when we have time for it, but I think we're also going to redo this maze, because we're going to come out this way, and then I think we're going to go like back like this. Maybe we go around the outside this time, because we can come back like that. Yeah, that works out pretty well. I like that. There are a few maps I'd love to be able to ban from my runs out of how atrocious they are. I hear that. Yeah, so this one's going to get the +5 damage version when we get that going. The ball lightning towers are not doing terrible work. Now the question is, do we want one at the back end? And I kind of feel like the answer is yes. Does this thing reach to there? This one reaches to here? Or one shy of there? Okay, it reaches to there. So we could get another tower here. Like that. We don't need it. We could do a speed rune here. Yeah, that works out. That works out super well. I'll just take the speed ups for now. And then, because I have a problem, I'm going to do that. That's not good for business, but it means that we can do the path that we originally set out to do. And then we already have... We already have that, so that's a good location for something new. We'll grab the money. And then we're gonna go straight through this corridor, which means I can put a block here. Well, I will be able to put a block here and a block here. Now I need a dot piece for that, but I think that's okay. Is our hand too full? Our hand is kind of full. Drill Addicts Anonymous is extremely... They want a word, to be sure. It's slightly horrifying, but I think speed rune with this is great. And I'll just go with that. I think there's something interesting with this ball lightning palooza here. The biggest problem that I think we're gonna run into. Oh yeah, and I need my unlock to go here. This was never supposed to be there. But yeah, the fact that we got a range rune on this back one, which means that we get 3 ball lightning towers overlapping like this, and then both of these, I think, get the damage upgrades associated with them. It's usually worth it to even shorten a corridor. I could see that. I could definitely see that. My hand is full. Okay, so we're gonna do... So there's no way for me to get... I wanted to extend this out. That's kind of an unfortunate issue. But the problem is if I go... We have these 2 towers create a 2 wide that I don't think we can get around. Yeah, that may just be life. And then we can do that, and then we can do... Can we... There's not going to be a 3x3 here, so I think that's probably the wrong way to place that. That doesn't feel great either. So instead, I think I'm gonna make this corner more aggressive. And then over here, we do have a great location for... Ooh, I still don't have enough money. I really thought I was gonna have enough money for putting down another thunder tower there. Okay, so I was planning to go down and up, which means I can block this like this if I draw one more. Okay, that's not terrible. I do think I need to spend some of my cards, but... Kind of figured that would be the problem, but we'll We'll see. So it's hard for me to evaluate. The ball lightning turrets seem like they're doing great work. It's hard for me to evaluate them, obviously, because you don't have... not everybody's making it to them for us to get, like, the full deal. But I think that's pretty good. And then... God, the maze building on Tiny is just... It feels so good. Okay, make sure everybody's covered there. Still no way to make this work unless I shift this corridor, which I don't really want to do. Yeah, I have a frost on the front end, which I think means that they should mostly be covered. We could certainly do that, though, to guarantee. And then... I just want to place down some lasso towers just to see how they perform compared to my expectations. If you upgrade the second stun option. Yeah, we do have 100% stun on critical, so that's an interesting one to be sure. But the problem that I see with that, when I kind of think out loud about it, is just that the lasso feels kind of finicky. Because the explosion only happens if the lasso tether is broken, kind of like by natural causes, for lack of a better way to describe it. And that I'm not sure if that's good. You might be better off making all the lightning balls on the top path upgraded so they could trigger each other. But so, Tim, that doesn't work. That's the issue, right? Because there's a 1 second cooldown on being able to trigger, right? So right now I have this one triggering these two, and these two, the more they attack, the faster they go. Full charge mini stuns, then you let the laser hit for crits. See, we can put this like this, and then yes, it's been there the whole time. So the 1 second cooldown means that you can't you unfortunately can't do exactly what you're describing, which has been a bummer. Okay, this is a huge waste of a drill, but I'm gonna do that in order to make my diagonal path. This is Drill Users Anonymous, 100% problematic. All right, and then I'll make that one range just to see. Then we'll do those. Not even the final wave. So we got time, and then I kind of just want to put some laser towers out at the front here because I just want to see if they do much of anything. But the mazes we're building with this hero are just so out of control. Like, at least because this is up front, its current fire rate is, like, super high. The fire rate upgrade is better for the Thunder Towers. So Transcendence, even when you have overcharged battery, because my perspective is with overcharged battery, that range and proc upgrade means that they become an AoE monster, right? Because this upgrade means that every single time they hit, every enemy that they hit is immediately generating a chain lightning burst. So to me, I was thinking that would be the better way to go. But I'm open to the possibility that is not entirely the best way to think about it. But that was my thinking. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry that I crushed your dreams of ball lightning towers destroying the world. I understand the desire, very much so. So I'm gonna do this. I'm still just tinkering with the lightning tower, you know, like I'm not convinced it's good, I'm not convinced it's bad quite yet. Yeah, it's hard for me to measure, but if it works the way that I think it does, I think that there might be value there. Get the range so that this gets a little bit of stunning in that corridor as well. And then I do feel like double speed rune on a 2x2. This would have been a great place for a missile tower. I'm trying to think. God, the number of runes that we have is just out of control. I'm watching for the arcane hit here. I'm not seeing it quite yet, but like the maze that we built here was just so strong. I don't think we're in any jeopardy at all. Like our ball lightning towers just aren't even getting access. One thing that I'm noticing is look how much the resonant poison is triggering right now. Like, clearly resonant poison is proccing a lot. Yeah, I think it does, yeah. Let's see. Lightning rune, good for business. Target most progressed on the Lasso stun tower. Ooh. Wow, that's really smart, actually, Bay. Like, really good call. Because if we target furthest, then we're going to get constant stuns. Ooh, okay, okay. Poison tower, I think, here is great. Poison drip tower, because we have poison resonance. So this is going to be... This is going to be good. Let's go into our tower loadout. So Dark Tower gets replaced by that. Ball Lightning Tower still remains not my favorite uncle to invite to the party. But I think this is a good setup. Laser towers are going to go on the... Laser towers are going to go on the mine carts. And I think we're going to... I don't think we're going to have a super hard time here. For another time, protection dot piece is OP. That's an interesting question. Did we just get offered protection? Like, obviously in Act 3, progression is insane, but let's get this one done and dusted and in the books. Okay, so let's see. So I think realistically, that's where we're spending our money. Start getting some chip damage, and then it's time. I think do we have them enter here? Of my new towers, Thunder seems incredibly strong. Oh yeah, protection would also be really nice for the Lasso. That's an interesting point as well. So let's see. So what is... I like that we can do the unlock to get the quick draw. There's a temptation just to like grab a 3x3 out here and build a place for a Thunder Tower. I'm not super worried about this first wave at all. I'm gonna do it. We're going a little silly here. But this is gonna be hilarious when it happens. And then I'll just do something like that to get us started. But I think we're gonna be just fine. We're cruising. All right. Let's see. 20 coins is fine. I really want to get like a poison dripper. I think I'll do like... That's for future us. That's a gift to future us. And then we're gonna need to close this off, which means we're gonna need a dot piece. Which we get there. We'll do a little bit of stun there, and then we need to start building back here, but we can hold off on that like a little bit. Axe towers on the minecarts? I certainly haven't, but oh, we did have a bit of a leak here that is probably going to cost us some health. Yep. I don't think we kill that guy before he gets there. Shame. Shame. Yeah, I didn't realize we needed to close that off. Okay, we just went next level greed. I can't help myself. It's such a bad habit. But being able to drop one more of those down like that, and then we can do that. Okay, we'll do that, and then I think now we can actually start to put down some towers. If we ever get there. Do we have a chest of any sort? All right, I'm gonna... We have a werebeast this time. Okay, this is ill-advised right now. But I'm gonna try to get... I don't think I can actually wait on the... Maybe I can. $800 damage? Oh my goodness. What are you even talking about? It's hitting for 412 non-crit. We may have a few things... is anyone else seeing this? Like, this guy... We just leveled this boss. Like, are we gonna win on this turn? We just won on wave 3. It's 100%. It's 100%. I think it's a combination of focus prism and static shocker. Greed is good, French ferret, indeed. Yeah. But wait, so Static Shocker, what was happening there was when a monster's charge effect is triggered, it also takes electric damage equal to 10% of its current HP. So I think we were triggering that every hit with the lightning tower. And so we were getting a 3% bonus there. Probably call me crazy, but the most success I've ever had with the minecart towers on this level was with arcane missiles targeted at highest health. Yeah, that does a lot of boss damage, Tim. That is very strong. We probably can't put drill towers on the minecarts. It's a bad idea, anyways. But let's head back to the title. That was a great run. That was hilarious. That worked out super well. Lightning is viable, I guess, is what we should say. Lightning is viable. That's weird. I feel like the vertical video did not get published, despite the fact that I swear I published it. But maybe we'll find some people through that. Chat from vertical video should be working now. But anyways, let's keep pressing forward here. I think it's time to do another run.